So what are you doing? Look at you.
Well, I'm just standing on the balcony of the dog box I live in. That's the city right there.
Bit chilly, is it?
This is extraordinary. What day is it?
120.
Hey?
120.
Well, it's like a permanent night time here. It's like we're in the Antarctic. It's 6 months of darkness, 6 months. It is so cold, it's unbelievable coming from Early Beach. Anyhow, I'm down here for Grand Final Week, AFL Grand Final Week. Now, if you're watching this and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, or you're on the other side of the world, that's our local national game. It's called Australian Rules Football. And has the stuffing been knocked out of the local town here, Melbourne? There's 2 interstate sides playing in the grand final at the MCG, one of the great stadiums in the world.
Who's playing?
Brisbane are playing Sydney, and all the Melbourne population is they want 2 local sides to play, because then it's tribal, then they get into their colours, and now as everyone's going, oh ho hum, this will be great. But the grand final is always just a theatre going, all the theatre goers go to it, so it'll be okay, it'll be good. No, don't worry about that. They've been walking around with long faces because it's actually stuffed the sort of lead up to what is meant to be a great finale to the season. People say, no, that's not right, but it is right. Don't let them snow you. And so now we've had plenty of comments about how cold is it? We've had plenty of comments about Anthony W. Great fan of ours. He loved us, me showing the cars, and I don't know, it's sometimes but I went in there to see if anything was working. Good on you, Ant. Keep on sending all the stuff in. Nice to know you're supporting us. A lot of people have spoken about the batteries, and you've got to get battery chargers. Well, I know you've got to get battery chargers, but someone who I left in charge of the cars left the ignition on, and I don't know if leaving the ignition on probably is counterproductive to leaving a battery charger on. So we've got
turn the battery. You got that battery thing that turns the battery off, haven't you?
Yeah, a little nozzle, but someone turned it on because they tried to start the car and left it on. It's an inhibitor. You turn it off, and anyhow, so getting a cold. Someone said you said only the poor. Someone said only the poor people. Or no, I said the hoi polloi down here, those with the landed gentry with the money, and you said, oh, the poor people. They said, oh, I've got a feeling Sue's not poor. No, let me tell you, whoever said that, I've got a feeling she's not either. What else did people ask us about? I'm sorry we're filling in because we're down here. It's 5:30, incidentally, here at night. Have a look at this.
But there's boats here. We're actually boats.
This is our marina. Look at the marina that we got here. This is like Noddy Land. Yeah?
It's not as good as the Coral Sea Marina.
No, don't drop the phone down there. We've got a nosebleed up here. So, what else did people ask us? Come on, I asked you. I said, try and remember some of the things.
Fish and chips.
The fish and chips. The boys down at Kippers, they love that. We love the fish and chips. No, that wasn't what I asked you to remember. What are some of the other things? I said, you remember, mention this, you said, mention that. I said, well, you remember some of the things.
I forget.
What is it?
I forget.
What? Look at let me show you what you're dressed in. Come over here. Look. This is how we're going. We have to drag these out of storage, these clothes. We're absolutely frozen. So anyhow, now people said they like the cars. I only showed you the cars, they're old cars, they're old and stuff like me. But Anthony W loves them. You give us inspiration, mate, so keep sending your stuff in. What else? Come on, the cars, the batteries, if I go in here and you say, why didn't you say this? I can't think of what else I meant to say. So this is just all the fish
in the when we go to the airport. But I caught the fish with what do you call it? Was it Mert Hughes? No one else caught a fish.
I've mentioned that on the last. Shouting here, there's people. Where we're living, it's like living in a prison here. There's people next door in little cages and boxes.
You can see it next door. Look at that's Robert. That's a friend of mine. You can see right through their place. See right in.
Get some binoculars. Is that her up there?
That's it. Yeah.
Get the binoculars. She wouldn't be going to have a shower, would she?
Can't say that.
Is that her place?
Yeah.
Fair piece too. Just a minute. Button off. Where is she?
What are you doing?
Is that Roberta?
Roberta's it, yeah, the one with the, see the one with the mirror there? You seriously? You look like a bloody peeping Tom.
My word. I can see.
Can't. Oh, shit.
She's having marathon dim sims for dinner.
Have a look at
Six
you.
of them. She's only put 6 in the wok. Man, I didn't realise.
You're a shocker.
I didn't realise that was Roberta's place. Anyhow, look, this is pretty boring, I know that. We're in Melbourne. Melbourne, how's Melbourne going since, I don't know if you've heard of the Andrews government, and the Jacinta Allen is the Premier at the minute. This city is absolutely knackered. It's been driven into the ground by successive shocking governments. And it used to be a great city. It will be a great city one day.
Back
But
again.
it ain't at the minute. It is absolutely dismal and it's boring.
How depressing is it back here in Melbourne?
The government, we've been building, I don't know if you can look over here, just across there, we've been building a tunnel network. It was meant to be completed 3 years ago. It is, have a listen to this, it is $7 billion over budget, and God knows when it'll be. The traffic is horrendous. And people are saying, oh, if you're whinging so much, why don't you go and live up there? Well, look, I just might, but I love Melbourne. It's a great place, except it's been driven into the ground by shocking governments and people who run it with no idea what they're doing. Anyhow, is that Roberta there, is it?
You peeping Tom, you.
Look at the people in that place.
Stop it!
Look
Stop
at that
it!
person there.
Stop it! You're a shocker. Get inside, you're getting
Okay,
cold.
that's it. Sorry it's so boring, but that's just where we are. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, but that's it.
Go on, get
All the
inside.
best.